How to make a subwoofer at home? Is that what you are searching for? Then let me tell you some truth. First of all, what I want to ask you is, can you really make a subwoofer at home? It's a question. You just answer it in the comments if you know. Is it possible for you for a common man to make a subwoofer at home? An effective, best performing subwoofer at home? That's the question. Now let me clarify it. Can anyone make or build a subwoofer at home without any parameters? Is it possible? Then the answer is no. It is not possible to make a subwoofer, an effective subwoofer, without any parameters, without any data, or without knowing how to use those parameters. Even if you have that parameters, you need to use software like REW. It is REW. It's a free software. By giving certain inputs from the parameters to the REW, and that may not be possible for everyone, for all of us. So the only way to make a best effective subwoofer at your home is a sealed type. A sealed type enclosure, a sealed type subwoofer. Now, this is a subwoofer enclosure. You can call it a subwoofer box, and this is a subwoofer driver. We need to know the exact parameters of that woofer, that driver, to build this box. So the best way is to, I already told you, is to make a sealed box. In this video, I will show you the measurement of this box. That is almost a default type subwoofer enclosure. So you can use it for almost any type of subwoofers, any type of 12-inch subwoofers. So you can copy that measurement and build your own subwoofer at home. That's the point. And for that sealed box, you can just make a cube, exact cube. That means all the sides from the measurement from all the sides must be equal. Cube means, for this I can show you the measurement. If you are making a sealed box, then the outer measurement will be 14.5 inches, and the measurement to the back side, that is the depth, must be also, outer measurement must be 14.5, and here also you can see the real measurement coming here is 14.5 inches. So the exact cube will perform best. Cube means a sealed cube box will perform best for any subwoofers. Let that be a 12-inch, let that be a 10-inch, 8-inch, anything. The sealed cube box must be a good choice if you want to make a subwoofer at your home itself by yourself. Now, the measurement of this box, it's a ported enclosure, and it almost delivers a best effective performance. So I already told you the outer measurement is 14.5 inches and the wood thickness is 75 mm. Sorry, 0.75 inches, and the depth is till here. Here there is an extension for the grill, and if you reduce that and including that, it is 19.25 inches, and that measurement should be till here. And here the measurement is, the height is 17.25 inches. It is the outer measurement here, and the port height is 1.25 inches height, and the width is exactly the same. The length of the port is from the end to the outer front side of the box. It is 15 inches. It is 15 inches, and if you measure from here, you can say it is 16 inches. So 1 inch is the almost, around 1 inch is the almost thickness, almost gap that we have left here for fixing that screen. There's a screen here that we fix inside this square space. That's the length of the port. The height of the port I told you earlier, and there's an L piece here, and that measurement is 3 inches. 3 inches means from here, from this point, it is 3 inches down from inside. That's the overall dimension of this box. You can make it at your home itself by yourself with the 7.75 inches MDF. And the next part is we need to add brace and damping material. So in this box I have not added any bracing. It's because we add brace and we do measurement according to the price of the box. There are customers who need a subwoofer box at a minimum budget. That means like around 2000 or something. So we can't do all those technical jobs in that particular box, because such a work should be paid more. So that's why. And if you add a brace, you need to add a brace exactly in between the box. Exactly in between means, if we take the measurement, it is from back side to this area, not the edge. From back side to here it is 18 inches. So in between 18, it should be 9 inches to the middle. So exactly at the middle, and exactly from here and here, the brace should be coming. If you are just using a wooden piece or something, then it should be exactly at the middle, not to the front or not to the back. It should be exactly at the middle, because if we place it somewhere around the somewhere aside the back or to the front, then the resonance of the box, like here it will be a type of sound, and here it resonates in another frequency. So that's bad for the subwoofer. So that's bad for the performance of the subwoofer. So it should be exactly at the center. And if you are not using any bracing, then it's okay. That's not a problem for a default type subwoofer. And the damping material, you can use polyfill. You can just Google search for damping materials. It will be available in Amazon or any other online sites. You can use any type of that damping materials. And here I have used Recron sheet. This is a Recron sheet that I have used. It's a 1 inch thick Recron sheet that I have used for this subwoofer, for this JBL 1500. And adding more damping material or adding less damping material results in different output performance. So if you are adding a 2 inch thick damping material, then you need to consider the size of the box while you are calculating the box dimension. So that's the way. And here there is a type of acoustic material that we use for damping. Here you can see such a type of material, and this can be bought online. You can use this type of material for inside the box as a damping material. That's also possible. And now finally, this is the subwoofer JBL 1500 A1500H. It's a common type of subwoofer, JBL subwoofer, that most of the people use here, and it is a 325 RMS and 1500 watts peak. And one more thing, I will just fix this woofer here and show you a simple test of how such a box performs with the JBL 1500 12 inch subwoofer. And now I think you understand that is it possible for you to make a subwoofer at home or not. The main content of the video was how to make a subwoofer at home. So if you really want to make a subwoofer at home, I told you earlier, build a sealed box. It's perfect for making your own subwoofer using any drivers, and make the enclosure as strong as possible, as dense as possible. The more density the wood is, the more it performs best. And if you really need a ported enclosure, then try for the dimension that I told you here. I measured all this. And if you want to know how to make a subwoofer using the parameters of the woofer, just comment below. We will make a detailed video on that. And in my previous video, I have built an active subwoofer, simplest low budget active subwoofer. You can watch it here.